Hi, this is Jonathan Cowan, and you're watching DJsounds.com. Hi, this is Jonathan Cowan, and I actually run all the Winter Music Conference events here at the Shelborne. We do all the daytime parties and nighttime parties, and this year partnered up with DJmag and Pioneer, and family runs the hotel, and hey, it's a great success so far. It's definitely been interesting. The split was unforeseen. It wasn't really expected at all, but we did well. We were, had great crowds day and night both weeks. I think really good parties both weeks with quality artists. From what I heard around town, a lot of places were kind of hit or miss the first week, but for us, it's been fantastic. It really has been. The amount of artists that have been through, and it's been fantastic. I'd say every highlight for me was DJing, because that was the only time people couldn't bother me. Luciano was absolutely fantastic. And I was really, really happy to hear Jazzy Jeff yesterday, because it was just a nice change of pace after house music all 2 weeks. To hear something different and funky, and he's such a talented guy. It was amazing. But I'd say that the actual highlight was Luciano. God, I played almost every night the first week. Opened for Derek Carter, and also played on the Friday night. It was my birthday, and did basically back-to-back with Dave Seaman all night. It was really good fun, actually. Also opened for Gabriel in Dresden, and also played with Michelle Kleiss and Robert Dietz. This week I opened for Cadenza, did the opening set of the Luciano's party, and played again with Nick Warren and Dave Seaman. And did a little bit of the closing set last night for the Pasha Ibiza party, although kind of left in the middle of my set after 2 records, so some of the other Pasha residents took over, but it's been good this week, fun. My grandfather built the Shelborne in, 70 years ago. I mean, it was in the 30s, and it's kind of come in and out of the family, and ironically, it's always kind of had something to do with music. I mean, I know people like Fred Astaire and Sammy Davis Jr. and Liza Minnelli performed here in its, past, and then I guess about 10, 12 years ago we started doing Winter Music Conference parties, and it just started with the pool parties, and eventually Shine was developed, and it kind of became this day and night monster. And I think since our joining with DJmag, and now obviously the partnership which we've been working on for quite a few years with Pioneer, I think it's a perfect marriage, and it really almost is the place to be now for a music conference. It's great. It's great. I knew the former editor of DJmag, Leslie, pretty well, and we were in the lobby the year before, and she said to me, well, why don't we do this together? And I said, well, yeah, we should. And that was it. The next year it happened. And now I've built up a really good friendship with Martin Carville, the owner of DJmag, and we've extended this on. We have another year left on our existing contract, but extending it on another 3 years. And with Pioneer, it was quite the same. And just met Mark Grotefeld in Europe a few years ago at IMS, and became very friendly with Mark, and we've been talking about trying to make this happen, but how the right way to make it happen was, and I think we finally were able to get through some meetings this summer with some of the guys from Tokyo, and then getting Davey Dave from Pioneer USA involved. We were able to get a good worldwide marriage, and I'm just thrilled to get the Pioneer thing on board. We've been trying to work on it for, God, 2-3 years now to make it happen, and we've always had it on a small level where they've sponsored over with product, but to actually have the hotel branded now as a Pioneer and DJmag Hotel, I think it really just puts it into the forefront for all of us, And the DJmag relationship gives press for us, it gives press for Pioneer, it gives press for our artists. It's just a fantastic thing. For my health, I hope not. We'll see. We did well. I don't think everybody did great. I don't really know how Winter Music Conference itself did. I know the managers were very difficult booking things. The money comes from Ultra, and they were very forceful with that, but Ultra also is very exclusivity driven now, so I would think that the managers might want to send their people down for Winter Music Conference, not Ultra, because it would really give a better chance to have a showcase for the proper artists and make Miami what it used to be. I mean, I kind of thought maybe the WMC week was a little bit like the older days. It just seemed like an older crowd, better crowd, although this is a much busier crowd this week for Ultra, but it's it's crazy. I mean, we'll see. I know there's a lot of questionable things up with Ultra. I know they might be losing their location. But that's been rumored for a few years now, so we'll see. But the city's been talking about building some museums, so you know, I don't really know what the future is going to be for all of it. But ideally, I think it would be better as 1 week, or if Ultra was its own thing. I really think that, or I would hope that the industry would support WMC and let Ultra be its own festival. I mean, there's really no reason for all of this to go on during Ultra when Ultra wants all the exclusivities for the guys that everybody wants to see anyway. So it's, yeah, I'm kind of torn with that one. I hope it goes back to 1 week, but I would like to see Ultra and WMC still stay split, if that makes any sense. You get sunny skies all year round, and winter it's, you know, at coldest 70 degrees, sometimes 60. It's a fantastic place to live. Art Deco, restaurant, shopping. It's just, you know, it's a great place. The clubbing scene's always been really good. I think Miami was really one of the pioneering places in the club scene, especially with places like Groovejet in the early 90s. I think that really was the first place in America to put electronic music on the map. It was certainly the first place to bring people like Sasha and Digweed over in the early 90s and things like that. And we had Liquid, who did all the New York kind of stuff, and I think Miami really was one of the pioneering cities in America for electronic music, so it's really got a really deep history with it. My relationship with Pasha is really special with me. It's I've known Danny Whittle, the managing director, for probably 15, 16 years. We'd lost contact for a few years, but we got in touch again maybe 6 years ago. We started doing the Pacha Ibiza party, and you know, I used to DJ at Groovejet in the 90s, and kind of got out to DJing a little bit and everything else, and he really kind of pushed me to come and play at Pasha Ibiza, which was just awesome. And it slowly developed where I just did 1 or 2 gigs there a season, and this season during IMS I was doing the opening Saturday night, which was the Renaissance party, and there was only 3 artists on the bill, and one of the artists didn't show up. He was ill and couldn't get in, so my 2-hour set ended up turning into a 5-hour set, and it went so well. I was supposed to do a couple more gigs anyway that season, but it went so well that the annual 2-show thing, which was always opening and closing, turned into, God, I think 8 shows last season. And now I'm an official Pasha Ibiza resident, on their roster as well, doing at least 6 of the Fridays with Pete Tong this summer. I'm also going to do quite a few of the Sundays with Luciano, but I don't exactly know how many of those I'll do yet. But you know, I've started playing the other Pashas all over the world as well. Regular at New York. I just did Buenos Aires. Supposed to go to Brazil in a few weeks. I don't know exactly when that's going to be, but it's supposed to happen. So everything with Pasha's great. It's you know, they're family to me, really. The Pasha Ibiza crew are my family. It's great. Sorry I look so rough. It's the last day of 2 weeks, and you know, I haven't shaven. It's been definitely a long, hard one, but it's you know, it's worth it in the end. It's been a fantastic vibe here. It's been fantastic crowds, fantastic artists. Everybody's been really cool. You know, we really try to do the more family type vibe with everybody here at the Shelborne, make everybody welcome and just have fun with it. And really thrilled this is the first year with Pioneer. Obviously the relationship with DJmag goes on. Have brands like Pasha. To have people like Danny Tenaglia outside of the pool right now, and Luciano and Jazzy Jeff, and just the diversity that comes here through the week is amazing. And you know, I couldn't do it without you guys from Pioneer, and the support from DJmag as well, like I said, and everything else. And I just want to thank you guys as much as anything, you know. So it's just, thank you. It's fantastic.